Hello everyone and welcome back to the tractor build. In this episode we will be updating you on what's been going on. We'll be fitting a fuel valve, fuel shut-off valve and a battery shut-off valve. Roll intro.
How the hell did you manage that?
In all honesty, I have no. Welcome back to the channel. So there has been a fair few changes and I'm going to let past JD update you with that. Now, obviously on the last video you saw how bad it had got, the problems I was having, everything like that. So what I've decided to do is get another one. Because if one of them's a problem, surely another one's not going to be an issue. So as you can see, we updated to the Green Beast. There was a few snags along the way, and just like last time, I will let past JD explain those in a little bit more detail. As you can see, foot goes down, and it turns over. But the problem is, I believe it's the spark plug that's the issue. However, we have a spark plug in this engine. So I'm going to try and pull the spark plug out of this engine, put it into this engine, and hopefully we'll have a starting motor. The plan didn't quite go that way. So a good friend of mine, a childhood friend, came to the rescue and helped me out. And I'll show you how that went. So my good friend, Michael, who I know from school, who is the owner of the world's fastest wheelie bin, I'll link his page here, came down, helped me out getting this thing started. So it lives, there is power in the engine, and it turns over, and I will show you what that's like. As you can see from those videos, we have had a big change of plan with the tractor build. The other one is currently sat in my garden under a tarp because we just couldn't carry on with that one. The engine I had wouldn't fit. There was tons and tons of problems. We now have a fully working one and we're on the way with it. The only thing that I need to do with this now is it does need a new battery because the battery is completely drained. Yeah, it started, but it was actually hooked up to a car at one point. So for that, we kind of need to get a new battery. I am fitting a heavy duty battery switch, which is brand new, and I also need to fit a fuel cut-off valve so that when I'm actually working on the engine, I don't have to completely drain the tank every single time I use it. But yeah, that's where we're at. So what we're going to get started with is fitting this fuel sort of valve, and yeah, make a start. Okay, so we got my stands, my jack. Get this thing up. Job's a good one. Alright, so the initial plan was to jack it up, get it on axle stands. However, I haven't really got anywhere to like stand it up, so I'll probably have to come back to that at some point. However, we can make a start on the fuel, so let's give it a go. So as I leave this to drain a little bit more, I believe here is where I'm going to place the fuel shut off. So obviously when the engine's opened up, I can actually turn it on and off from here. It's not going to run through the filter or store inside the filter, and then it'll run straight into the carb. And that's going to work. Okay, so we're going to fit the fuel shut-off valve. Simple. Cut the pipe, insert this, cap it off with the clamps, and then we should be cooking with gas. So let's plug in. That's like that, which means about there. No going back now. Right. That goes into there like that. Clamp goes Down. Right, so that should have worked. Let's find out. So, if it has worked, this means that when I put the fuel into here, with a funnel, because I'm not an idiot, yeah, so when I put the fuel into here, it shouldn't, in theory, come out of here, or leak from here or here. But we shall see. Right, so nothing's coming out. Let me get the end. And when I turn this, it's coming out the end. So it works. Fuel shut off. Job's a good one. Happy with that. Right, let's get the rest of it connected up. And then, yeah, that's that issue resolved. Happy days. Okay, so as you can see behind me, we now have the fuel shut-off valve. So there's not one built into the tank, and obviously it's gravity fed into the carburetor. So it needs a shut-off valve. The other red bit is a fuel filter. They do usually have like a bauble one, but I think I must have the cheap one on this. But it works the same. If it filters the fuel, stops from going into the carburetor. So yeah, happy days. I think that looks quite professional, to be fair. Happy with that. I think it looks good. Yeah, on to the next bit. Okay, so here we are with a very, very dead battery. I'm pretty sure that's just been in there forever. It's not working. So the plan is to fit the heavy duty battery isolation switch. Yeah. Turns off the battery. So yeah, we're gonna get that fitted. In an ideal world, I kind of wanted it mounted on the sort of dash bit here, so it'd be easy to do. However, I'm not an electrician, and I don't know where the wires all go, and I don't want to cut the wrong wire and screw the whole thing up. So at least this way I know we have the terminals, we have where I need to cut, but we're gonna get the battery pulled. So as you can see, in here probably needs a good clean. As for where I'm gonna fit the cut-off switch, I'm still unsure. I might check underneath, see where these cables all go to. It looks as though, ouch. It kind of feels like the box is fastened in with some screws and bolts on the sides. So I'll probably look into that. But for now, I'm just gonna give it a breather. Find out where is the best place to wire this up. In the meantime, I need to find myself a new battery. We are back. Yeah, I had my eyes done the other day, so I couldn't see anything, so it was kind of put off. But that's not the only reason why I've been putting off doing it. I'm terrified that I'm gonna mess with something and it's gonna break it. But I'm not gonna learn if I don't do it. So as a result, we're just gonna crack on with it. If it breaks, it breaks, but let's get taking it apart. Stuck. There you go. Yeah. I'm gonna have to probably put a bit of WD-40 on them. Okay, so one snap bolt later, we now have the battery pack off. That is absolutely filthy. It's so disgusting. The bottom corner there is meant to have a drainage hole, but clearly it's blocked with mud. So This is going to need a good clean as well before we get it back in. But this has given me quite a good insight. I'd flip you around and let you all look yourself. So, as you can see, this is where the battery went. This is the live cable going to the engine. This is negative terminal. And I'm pretty sure it's grounded here. So what I apparently need to do is change the grounding location for the battery. But I do still need to take this off because when I've taken the bolts out from underneath, it's not completely come off. So I'll crack on with that. So good news. I've kind of worked out I don't actually have to take that apart now. That is ready to go. I just need to kind of position what I need to position, cut what I need to cut, and we should be good. So, cracking on. Okay, so this is the location where the battery shut-off's going to be. Right at the back, near the battery. Saves me having to reroute anything anywhere else. For now, this is going to do. At some stage, I may put it on there, but for now, we're happy with it there. So, I'm going to get the drill, I'm going to put a few holes in, I'm going to try and cut it out as best we can, and get the battery bit fitted. I'm not going right far with this. We've struck gold, we have a hole. In an ideal world, I'll be using an angle grinder. However, I've got the wire wheel stuck in my angle grinder and I wanted to make a start anyway, so I guess we're drilling some holes. It's smidgen hot. That snapped and went through my legs. That was close. Anyway, it's like we're out of another drill bit. Okay, so just on the level of genius, obviously, the screw snapped. I then tried to use a tiny file to get into the hole, but that was taking too long. And then I remembered that I bought a reciprocating saw. So I've got that. I can't use it right now because it's nighttime. But tomorrow, we'll be getting that out. And we'll be getting that cut out. Because that's going to work and that's going to be good. And all will be well. See you tomorrow. Okay, so it's the next day. We've got daylight. So, cracking on with the multi-tool. I'm going to get this cut out. I've been watching some stuff on YouTube. And basically on how to fit these. And I'll just flip you around and show you what it's going to look like when it's all connected. So this is the earth. This is connected down in there. Just there. So what I need to do is connect this up to the switch, connect this up, ready to go back to the battery. So the next bit is cut this out, get this mounted in there, and all being well, we're cooking on gas. Let's go. So as you can see, this is not designed for it, and we've just cut through it and ruined the blade. Back to the drawing board, I guess. So, none of those options worked. As you can see, though the blade. So we're going to go with the angle grinder with a cutting wheel on it. Never used it before myself, but it is what it is. That went through it. I have massively sliced into this, but hey-oh, it's pretty much out. Success. Okay, so as you can see, I've made a bit of a ball of this. Cut into it a bit too much. First time using the grinder, but it's gone all right. So I've managed to get it all fit together. It's secured in. Under here, I've got the cables through. So I just have to get these fastened up and see how it all looks then. But literally, we're gonna attach this to the grounding point, and then we're going to feed this back through, and this is going to be into the battery. Happy days. Okay, so there we have it, all connected back up. So this is the new battery. I am a bit worried about this because it was supposed to be stored, it came via post, and it said on it, do not turn or this way up, and the guy had flipped it the wrong way around. So he was carrying it on his shoulder like, but yeah, so he'd flipped it the wrong way around. But as you can see, we have this now fitted, and I'll just show you underneath. Right, so obviously this one's to ground, the other one to the battery. As you can see, nothing there, not plugged in. Come here, nothing at all. Connect it up, drop it in, twist the key. Wait a second. So, it is live. We've worked it all out. Problem is, it's not firing up. So, something else has come up. But I'll get into that and I'll have a tinker. But yeah, so far, there we are. The next video will be if I can get this thing running. There we have it. She lives. We did the fuel valve shut off, and we also fitted the battery shut off, replaced the battery. She runs like a dream, starts on the key. Yeah, okay. Maybe not every time, but there is a bit to do. She is spluttering though, like when she sort of goes to speed, and I don't know whether it's the system that's there or whether it's something to do with the engine. I don't know, but that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the last part where we got to take it for a little bit of a spin. Granted, it's only down a driveway, but I don't have anywhere to take it at the moment, and yeah, just is what it is. On the next video, not quite sure what we'll do yet, but I'll keep you posted. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and watching the videos. Take care. She leaves. Turn it on.